Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. Got a vid today from the Modern King.
I'm a single mom of a 2.5-year-old. I've been split up from my ex for about 10 months now.
Again, just using your baby for clout or attention or whatever it is.
I still get hit hard sometimes with the grief and the loneliness of it all. Like,
that you caused yourself?
I took him to the park and we were playing alone for a long time, and he was saying cute things, funny things, and I was texting my mom and my sister.
Really? He was saying things? I don't think he even speaks.
And, telling him what he said, and then another family comes, and it's a mom, a dad, and a son his age. And they're all three playing together, and the kid says something funny, and they both laugh and look at each other and talk about it. And I literally had to leave the park because I started sobbing.
So other people being happy with a nice family made you sad and you had to leave? Great emotional intelligence.
Because I grieve that life.
She claims to grieve that life, yet she was the one who divorced him, splitting the family apart.
Why the do I have to go through this? And he's just fine. That's not fair. He gets to go about his life, have his home, have his cars, have his financial stability, and I'm over here struggling.
She thought
You chose.
she could cash out, and he would be forced to sustain her lifestyle. But instead, she got nothing, and now she's mad. I never understood why they feel like if they date and or marry a man, they are now entitled to all his money, and that he should on some level be responsible for taking care of them.
Even though I don't want to be with him anymore, there is a part of me that wants him to still want to be with me. And when I kind of think about what gets me upset, or why am I so sad about certain things, of him wanting to also go through with the divorce, if I don't want to be with him. My problem is not that I don't value myself or I don't have self-love. I think if I didn't, I would continue to be in this relationship. And I feel like this found awareness of myself and the self-love has brought me to this point of wanting to get the divorce and move on and find someone or many someones that fulfill me, more.
She's for the streets.
Sound like that man about to be free. Free, and you can go out to the streets and find those many someones you want to find.
She can't stand the idea that a man wouldn't want to be with her because she's full of herself. She clearly hasn't been told no enough.
We can go back, and if I were able somehow to insulate you with a pro-marriage, pro-relationship community, do you think you still would have actually gone through a divorce?
Not that time.
Damn.
Okay.
I don't know what would have happened.
Damn.
Oh, I've never said this, but I wanted deniability. The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Wow.
Situations where women are I've had a cousin who's been married 3 times, but told me to leave mine plenty times for small things, but she's on her 3rd marriage and 3rd baby daddy. So it's just that's what I'm saying. So if you're a woman, definitely keep it to yourself, because other women don't like to see you happy. Your man will mess up one time and they'll be like, oh my God, I would never put up with that.
It's true. This is why when your woman has a lot of female friends or posts constantly about your relationship, about everything, she's about to get a lot of flack. And it's not good flack, right? It's flack that's saying, oh, he's horrible, he doesn't do enough, oh, everything he's doing is bare minimum, oh, this is what I get from my boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. They lied through their teeth because you're happy and they want to make you miserable like them.
They can't survive without male attention, just like the last one who is
They can't survive without male money, men's money.
angry because her ex-husband wants nothing to do with her anymore.
I just
didn't get that tingle.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
no tingle. All right. Well, let's walk it on back. We did narrow it down. I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Let's talk to this real one. Why'd you just break your heart?
This was a very tough one. But yeah, a combination. I think I don't think the chemistry was there fully to warrant this, and it's not fair for you to do that. And then also, like, not having a relationship with your son is a bit of a flag, I think.
It is.
Because that's something that I don't know if I can wrap my head around.
Well,
I'm
we
not
do-
judging or anything.
Oh,
but
I
just,
understand.
you know,
No, we
just saying.
do stay in contact, and I'm just not, fully in his life.
If your own son wants nothing to do with you, what makes you think any other man would?
Lesbian
not.
relationships don't last. Well, it is
That's
why.
gonna get clipped.
It is why. It is why, because about 75% of divorces are initiated by women. And the simplest explanation for that is that on average, the most unhappy person in the relationship is going to be the woman. Well, why? Well, because on average, she has higher levels of negative emotion. That doesn't necessarily mean that that negative emotion doesn't reflect problems in the relationship.
Yeah.
But she's going to be more sensitive to that. Well, so if you put two women together, well, what do you think happens?
You've gone through divorce. I just need to know, does it get easier? Does it get easier?
For us men, yes. For you women, I'm not quite sure.
Being without your kids. Because all I can do every time is cry.
Well, your fake tears because you don't get to see your kids for a day or two.
I just, no matter what I do, I always end up crying the whole time.
I'm gonna say it. Stop being a baby back bitch.
Please tell me it gets better because I can't do this.
Want to know why divorce rates are over 50%? It's because women nowadays literally think like Here's what I mean. If a guy takes you to a dinner and he spends $50 on you, if he buys you a bag, if he takes you on a vacation, if he pays for a ticket to a concert, if he does something, your mind goes, well, then I guess I'll sleep with him, so he buys me more. How much can I get a guy to buy me or pay for if I sleep with him?
I wonder. I really do wonder if this is like the main thought process for most women, right? Oh, I'm only sleeping with him because he's nice to me and he's going to give me stuff. Not that they actually genuinely like the man. No, it's because he gives you stuff and takes care of you.
That is bullshit. That is transactional. That is not love. That is not going to build a family. And that's why most women are in miserable relationships, because men were taught that I guess this is how women are, and they tolerate it and they pay for it. And then these women are like, look at how much I get if I just sleep with a guy. Stop being a stop paying for and maybe then we won't have a 50+% divorce rate.
Drop my kids off to my ex-husband. He's literally the biggest asshole. Like, the fact that he still has friends, or the people that we were friends with are still in his life, blows my mind, because I'm like,
that really shows how miserable a person you are, by the way.
like, how could you guys be friends with someone who's literally such an asshole? And my kids are crying. I like cannot wait until they get to an age where they can like decide who they want to be around or not be around. I don't know
So you can be more lonely and single because they're probably going to pick dad.
what his deal is right now. He's just been like literally the biggest a-hole to me. He owes me a bunch of money from like half of like activities and school stuff, and so I don't know if that's what his deal is. I'm always like, bro, your alimony ends in a couple months, like get over it. Like, I don't know what your problem is.
It's like an instant turn off when women are like, bro.
But I just definitely not what I saw on my bingo card. My divorce bingo card was not being able to co-parent with my ex-husband.
If everyone sided with your husband, that means you were the problem, not him. But that would require her to take accountability for what she did, so she would rather cry on social media for sympathy and attention than act like an adult and realize what she did wrong.
I feel like he has moved on and he is healed and moved on and doesn't care about me, which I don't want him to come back into my life, but it still just sucks. I am honestly really sad right now, if you can tell. That's like the weirdest thing about grief is like, didn't cry for 2 days, was good for 2 days, and now I'm by myself, and it's just like the hurricane, like it's here again, you know? It's, the tsunami is back. Like, it's just so hard, and like, I'm frustrated because I, my whole world got disheveled. And
I didn't get disheveled. You disheveled it yourself.
I feel like he has moved on, and he is...
I just hate this victim mentality when these women are the ones that almost always initiate the divorces, but it's always, oh, my life got ruined. Everything just got turned up. You
healed.
She's not sad the marriage ended. She's only sad because he was
felt like Soldier Boy right there. You
able to move on. Her ego is hurt because she couldn't make him fall apart.
If you don't know, I left my husband a year ago, and I've been wanting to come on here and give a life update of a year from now and what my life looks like. And I've been hoping that I would be able to come on here and tell you guys that life is just great. But it's not. It's still really hard. I wanted to have my more together. I know that this isn't the truth, but I just feel like I'm failing so much as a mom.
You are. It is the truth.
I know that that's not the truth, you know?
It's the truth.
But life is so f***ing hard. I just got to spend 11 and a half hours with my baby, and it was just the most sweetest time. I hate that I feel this way, but I miss my mom so much. I miss my baby. Life is not where I wanted to be a year later.
They divorced their husbands because they got bored, or claim they were simply unhappy, which also means they were bored. Then want to act surprised when their life doesn't magically improve after divorce.
I think Tom Brady's an amazing athlete, a guy who put 23 years into football and then be married to a woman in a position where he was, and for a woman just to walk away from a guy where he's at his top. I tell women this all the time. If you get that unicorn, you must keep him, because if you leave him, eventually the women show up to him, and the guys you're going to get, you're 40, 42, 45, 47. They're not going to be the same guys as equal to the man you have. So you do everything to keep that family together, and it takes sacrifices. But some women, they don't care. They think they're special. They have so many options. But in reality, once you see that man start a new family with a 30-year-old, I look at Kim Kardashian, and she's seeing Kanye married, successful, and she's not seeing him miserable like she is in certain situations. Sometimes it's better to just fight for your marriage or fight for your relationship and for your children. We are men. You don't want me, somebody else will.
Like, I don't feel any sympathy for a lot of these women. They're the carpenters of their own misery, right? They built it. They created it. They destroyed whatever it was that they had that even probably was a resemblance of happiness because they thought they were bored. Now they're truly unhappy and don't understand why. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time.